Hi and welcome to Manfeild for round 5 of the Mike Pirro Motorsport Series and round 4 of the Toyota Racing Series. Now this is a class with some pretty neat stats that go with it, as in cars that accelerate from 0 to 160k in just about 5.5 seconds, 17 identical cars, and the one I like best of all, 5 winners out of the last 9 races, and one guy who won a round and hasn't won a race yet. They're pretty good stats, aren't they?
Certainly is, mate. Here's another really good stat for you. All but 5 of the competitors in the class have finished in the top 6 at some stage, and that just shows how really competitive this field is.
Not only that, Bob, I mean, amongst that group that are contributing to those stats, there's some surprises, really, aren't there?
There have been a lot of surprises in the first 3 rounds, and we're looking for more surprises here because now we've gone to the North Island. Guys that perhaps don't specialise in the South Island, but they're more used to the tracks, like Brendon Collins. He may struggle a little more here. Nobody's driven one of these Toyota Racing Series cars on this circuit yet, but it's circuit knowledge that will help. So Brent Collins may struggle a little bit, and guys that are used to more driving in the North Island may come through. Now, some of the surprises it's thrown up, obviously, is Brent. I mean, just a fantastic driver. And there's so many other guys that are capable of getting on that front row. There's 10 cars within 1 second. Now, all you need to do is blink in the wrong place, and you're down two rows. So out of all the statistics that you've come up with, and I can't come up with any more than you can, I do think it's an incredibly competitive series, and this weekend is going to be more competitive because the mix is between North and South more, and they're all used to the cars now.
What is good is, I mean, these are not just dry stats because they come all wrapped up in excitement and drama at every turn. Brent Collins' prior experience at Manfeild is minimal, and mostly in cars quite a bit different than the Toyota.
Yes, I've been here around about 5 years ago. We have raced a Formula Ford here once, and RX-7 and Jim Little's Pre-65 Valiant.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, a few years back now, though.
Hey, that's a bit different than this, isn't it?
Yes, it's a huge jump now, and just got to dial back into the car after the 3 weeks off and do what we can do.
Yeah. In fact, he's been struggling here in testing, but then he did the same in round 3 and came back to finish second. What chances of carrying that on here? What do you think?
We're working on it, but it's a bit of a struggle. The circuit's quite bumpy, and setting the car up for bank corners, and the boys and I are working on it, and now we've just got to go out into qualifying and see how we go.
Ex-carter Matthew Hamilton, second in the standings, has never raced here before, but is still on a high from his Christchurch round victory, and is hoping to back it up.
No, it was good, you know, like it does boost your confidence a lot, you know, to get the first wins under the belt. And we always sort of knew we had it in us, but we didn't quite have the setup, and I was still learning, but it came together at Rapuna.
Third place Daniel Gaunt, with 6 podium finishes so far but no race victory, has one burning ambition here.
Winning races. I got to win one. There's been how many winners? 6 or
5 winners.
5 winners. Well, one of them's not me, so I've got to win one.
That's hurtful, eh?
Yep. And I want to get some, consistent results. A couple of 100 points out of this weekend wouldn't go astray,
Brendon Hartley, 4th in the standings, has lost some big opportunities with a couple of disastrous race starts.
We've always seemed to be on the pace, apart from the last couple of races at Ruapuna. Just sort of our starting just sort of let us down, but hopefully we can sort it out this weekend, and I think maybe just get off the line safely rather than trying to do a demon start, and just give it some wheel spin just to be safe, really.
Yeah. So the resolution here, what do you got to do? You just really got to get some good results this time?
Yeah, I've got to put it on pole and win all 3 races, really. But so that's what
simple.
That's what we're aiming to do.
just say it and do it.
Yep.
Yeah. Former World Kart champ Wade Cunningham, off to race in the Infinity Pro Single-Seater Series in the United States, was 3rd in the last round. Hopes to get another good meeting in here. So this season here, will that have set you up quite nicely, kept you sharp over the summer season or the off-season up there?
Absolutely. I hadn't driven since the end of August last year when I came back from America, and, this was the timing and everything worked really well, and so I'm quite race fit now. This will be the 4th meeting in a couple of months, so on the ball, really sharp, feeling good, and can't wait to get over there.
Round 2 winner Chris Pither, like Brendon Hartley, is another local.
I think a lot of people think it is a huge advantage, but I don't really think it is as much of an advantage at all. Like, really the only thing that might be to my benefit is sort of know where the passing opportunities here are.
That's it.
But really it's a new car on a track where we haven't run the car.
There's a new addition to the field here. Ex-Formula Fordster Andrew Higgins taking over Walter Grubmüller's car after the Austrian went home at short notice. Andrew, this is a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, for sure, it's a surprise for me too. You know, car became available on Thursday afternoon, and then we jumped in and did a deal.
Brendon Hartley out-qualifies the field for pole position for Saturday's opening race. Ben Harford alongside him on the front row, and Brent Collins, the series points leader, starting way back in 10th. It's a big battle down to the first corner for 3rd and 4th places. Harford and Wade Cunningham and Daniel Gaunt following Hartley through in those top places and leaving this big battle behind Andy Knight, Matthew Hamilton in the Karcher car, and Chris Pither. Then it becomes a two-way battle between Knight and big improver Brent Collins, still scrapping over 5th place with Knight prevailing. Hartley wins it though ahead of Harford, who's later penalised 2 seconds and drops to 3rd behind Cunningham. Race winner Hartley on pole position for the first of the Sunday races. Wade Cunningham alongside, and it's Harford who stalls on the start line. A disaster for him after such a promising start to the weekend. Let's check out what... Oh, down at turn 1, there's a touch between Cunningham and Hartley, and they've gone to the outfield. Wow, full dramas. They've dropped back quite a few places. Tim Edgell there in the blue and white car with Chris Pither coming around him. And still on the start line, Harford, oh, and he stalls it again.
Well, these things have no batteries, of course. When you get off the line, just...
Oh, dramas in the background, a big crash. That is Wade Cunningham. Didn't quite see who he tangled with, but look at the wheel flying.
Looks like he got a bit frustrated from that tangle with Hartley at the start, and really it's taken him right out of the race now.
Well, talk about full on. Now this is an opportunity for Hartley. Looks like he lost the nose cone. That's Fiona Hamilton getting some repair work done on her car because, of course, this calls for a complete restart. And on pole position for that restart, here's Daniel Gaunt. Ben Harford alongside of him. That played into his hands. Oh, a good start from Collins, trying down the inside of Gaunt. Andy Knight tucked in behind them. And as they come to the end of this first lap, a big battle for the lead. That's out front, Ben Harford. Ben Collins right on him here as they come. Oh, and someone loose in the background. Matthew Hamilton slams into Tim Edgell as he spins across the track. Now sitting there in the middle of the track. Look, cars going every which way. There's Hamilton's car. Lots of damage, so needless to say, another race stoppage.
Oh, this is an angry Tim Edgell. Looks a bit disappointed with it as well. I think he could have been the one that just touched Hamilton coming down the inside of that turn and just started the whole thing off.
So now it's time for the third start for this race. A blank space on the front row leaves Ben Harford room to slingshot through, get right alongside, and in fact in front of Brendon Hartley, and takes the lead away from him. What a great start.
Good start also from Daniel Gaunt down the inside and up around the outside down to 3rd position.
So settling down now, looks like Hartley coming back though into 2nd place. He's got ahead of Gaunt again. And Collins in 4th place, that is.
Young Ben Harford really taking the most of this opportunity. He's one of the real finds of the series so far, showing some really good raw speed. Probably lacking a little bit of experience so far amongst this company though.
Yes, you're right. He admits that much himself. There he is, the guy with the cross on the helmet. Thanks God when he got pole position down in Ruapuna. But doing the business out front. Oh, but he's under attack now.
Look at Hartley, Harford just opened the door and Hartley down the inside, but he's gone wide again. The old switchback from Harford though.
Wow, what happened there? I'm surprised that Brendon Hartley actually caught himself out like that. This is his home track, and one thing he does know is the layout of the place, but he just went in too hot.
Meantime, we also saw Daniel Gaunt take advantage of that situation. He's moved into 2nd place now.
Yes, and Brent Collins sitting there in 4th looking for another opportunity. That's Gaunt just kicking the dirt up there a little bit.
Our series points leader in 4th there, Brent Collins, done a good job. Started 10th in their race on Saturday. He really has improved that car speed.
Andy Knight just in behind Chris Pither. These two having another good fight. Repeat of yesterday as well, in which Andy Knight prevailed. Oh, Hartley down the inside there of Gaunt. Looks like he might have got through on him. Well, oh, very, very close again. And Gaunt looks like he was ushered towards the outside of the track there and had to give way on the end.
Oh, Brendon Hartley now on a charge for lead down the outside of Harford here. Into Higgins, a banked corner. One corner where you really can get away with hanging it out wide here. And look at that slingshot out of the corner. Nice move on Harford.
Well, Harford looks like he was just caught napping a bit there, but had no answer at all. And as you say, it looked like he just carried such great speed around the outside.
Knows this track well though, Brendon Hartley, and he'll be making the most of it now. Into the lead. Let's just see if he can hang on to it. Looks like he's got more speed than the others at the moment though.
Stretching his legs now ahead of Harford, leaving Harford in fact to be coming under attack from Daniel Gaunt, who pulls down the inside, really teetering on the very brink of it there in that Giltrap City car, and now gets loose as he leaves the corner as well. Brendon Hartley has things under control out front in this race, but in second place it's a good fight. Ben Harford holding off Daniel Gaunt. Gaunt getting very